You alright, everybody? Saturday afternoon, and I've just finished a job. This was a sad one. Was a baby that was born dead, and I had to clean the stone, re-letter it, paint the angel back in, which was a blue silhouette, say, outline, whatever you want to call it, with black hair and facial features. So I've done that, but it was sad, and it's beside three other children's ones that I've done, and never gets any easier. I've got a couple of little bits of video of it. You know, I didn't video this team. I just took little bits of video before, during, and then after. And I hope you all like the end result. So here's another child's stone that I find myself doing, and I've cleaned it already. I've got to do the re-lettering in black leaf, and then the angel, as you can see, the angel is blue, but the guy told me he wasn't sure if the hair was black or gold when it was first done, which is 22 years ago. So he's going with black, and if he doesn't like it in black, I can take the black off and redo it in gold leaf. I'll just keep adding to this video as and when I'm doing little bits and bobs, because obviously I don't want to run on and on and on. So it's had 3 coats of sealer now. Basically, because when I come to do the lettering, I don't want any of the black to bleed into the stone, apart from only into the letters. So give it a good sealing. Then once it's dried off, we'll use some masking tape to protect the photograph. Then we'll get the barrier on the face of the stone, and then we'll start doing the lettering. May as well do the black of the lettering and then the hair, because that will dry a lot quicker than what the blue will. So I'll be able to get 2 or 3 coats of the black in, and plenty of time for it to dry before having to put the blue in, which will probably only need 2 coats. So I'm just going to sit in the car now and pass a little bit of time till the sealer dries in fully. As you can see, the black ones had 3 coats. The blue for the angel has had its first coat, and down there where Strettle's name is, the company that supplies the headstone. So I'll give it another 10 minutes for the blue to dry. I'll give it another coat, and then in about 20 minutes I'll clean the stone off, let it dry, and I'll give it another 2 or 3 coats of sealer. Right, as you can see, it's done. Lettering done, the little cherubby angel done, all sealed. So since the lettering was done, it has had another 3 coats of sealer. So it's going to take a long time before anything's going to stain this stone. So I'm more than happy with this. Cheers. And I'd done a stone yesterday for a friend who I've known Well, I think I tell you the other day, actually, I've known Gaz since I was about 15 or 16. He's about a year younger than me. And he put me first ever tattoo on me back. I think I was 16 and Gaz was 15 at the time. Well, that's right. So I'd done one, was his grandparents' headstone. The top half of the lettering, majority of the gold leaf had came out. Just over the years, you know. And then where the new lettering had been added to the stone, there's still little bits missing from that as well. So I'd done the complete stone and the plinth just so that they all look the same shade. Because if you're going to have it where you're just going to touch in where they're missing, but you've still got other gold leaf, it's going to stand out just as much as where you see, oh, that's missing from there. You know, it's like if you've got, hypothetically, a red car and you can get just any red spray paint and spray it, it's going to stand out. So it's always better if you can do the whole lot. So I done it, I was pleased with it. Gaz was pleased with it. I will add some photos in of sort of before and after. I never even gave it a thought to make a video on it, you know. It was just sort of fit it in with a friend. I had went to do a job and I couldn't get it done. There's a funeral taking place just 2 rows down. Well, using the polisher to hone the stones makes a lot of noise, throws some dust. So I knocked that on the heat and I thought, oh, I'll fit Gaz's stone in. So I got that done. And I went down me new allotment and done a little bit down there. Just making this video and then I'm going to come back doing my allotment. I sent Peter, my customer, photos of the stone before, during, after. Eyes over the moon. The text message I got back was, oh Jimmy, that's absolutely brilliant, thank you so much. Which I thought, that's really, really nice. So, up to now, I've never had one, we'll say, dissatisfied customer, or maybe a customer who's maybe just had something, just a slight little niggle about something. You know, I tell all my customers, if at a later stage you have a problem with your stone, don't hesitate to contact us. You know, if it's something that I've done or something that maybe work I've done and it sort of fell short of my standard, I'll rectify it. You know, doesn't matter whether I've got to travel 40 miles, 60 miles, whatever. There won't be any cost involved because I cover my work with a guarantee, you know, and that's the way it should be. Yeah, I was just think of money, 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 money. Not like a lot of people. I see him that I didn't talk about, loads of videos going on about him, isn't there? Different videos and this and that and the other. Now apparently he's called Video Craig for a fight, saying he'll give him $1,000, or was it, I don't know if it was he'll give him $1,000, or he'll give him $1,000 if he can beat him, or he'll give him $1,000 if he beats him, he'll give him another $1,000, $2,000. I find it laughable that he wants to call out Video Craig, who is not a fighter. And he called out Joe Kidd, who is not a fighter. Yet, Mickey Terrell's called him out, and he's called him all sorts, and he's offered him 10 grand, and it still won't happen. So I find that quite ludicrous, to be honest with you. You class yourself as a fighting man, and you fight anybody anytime, yet when a proper fighting man calls you out, you don't do it. But then you'll go out and you'll call somebody else out who isn't a fighting man. Go figure. Anyway, that's enough about him. Didn't like talking about him. Sunday tomorrow, so I'm going to look through my book and see what, if any, quick jobs I've got. So I'm finding it a bit hard at the minute because obviously I've got to keep coming back every couple of hours for bugger lugs to let him out, feed him, make sure he's got a drink, but mostly let him out to do his business, which he's been good. He's been really, really good. I'm not using them puppy training pads. They were a right waste of money. All he does, you put them doing, he sees them, he just pulls them up, drags them into his cage and rags them, just rips them to bits. So they're not good. So I might start taking them to walk with us, not to use as a nappy. But you can use them to cover plinth hour, you know, if you go leafing or if some of them's got to be painted in, which a lot of headstones are. Normally where I would use masking tape and newspaper or masking tape cardboard to protect the stone. You can use them because it's got a polythene backing, which is waterproof. And then it's got the absorbing bit. So if you drop any paint, it's going to absorb it, but it's not going to soak through. So I think, yeah, it's a good thing, you know. It's not, I'm not going to waste money and just chuck them away. So I'll use them myself. But as I say, for all he's a little bugger, he is a good little pup. He really is. Took him by it's his second injection I took him for when they're gone. But when I got there, the vet says, we do this type of vaccination, the same make. She went, but there's a new one, the same make, but a newer version, which covers you for an extra 2 things. Would you like to start that? She says, the only difference being, if I give him that, he's got to stay in for a week. Then after a week, he can only be walked on hard pavement. But he's got to come back in a month's time to have another injection. Then he's got to stay in for another week, but then he's free to be taken anywhere, whether it be fields, whatever. So I says, just give him that. So he was as good as gold getting the injection. You wouldn't even have thought you had stuck out in his neck. So as I say, he's got to stay until next Wednesday. Then I can start walking him on paving stones, like footpaths and what have you. But he's a lovely little dog. He started barking a lot now. You know, when he hears noises, like if I've got him in the back garden on a night time, I'm counting the back garden, it was, but I've got a flag, so it's in my driveway, right? But I'm not using it because I've got him, so I don't want pulling cars in, out. So I let him out on any time, and if he hears out, the neighbour's kids, car door, whatever, he's barking, but it's like the deep growl as well, you know, like that. And I find it like really good because he's only 10 weeks old. But even what postman, when he comes, if the letterbox can't like mail come through, or even junk mail, starts barking. So I think he's gonna turn out to be a nice little watchdog. He's actually barked more. I've had him back here since last Thursday. So it's Saturday, so 9 days I've had him back. In them 9 days, he's barked more than me 3 stappies that I had put together. And I had the 3 stappies all at once. My neighbours never knew I had dogs because they never ever heard them. So he's made more noise than what the 3 of them did put together. So I'm going to look through my book, see what, if any, I can get done tomorrow. I'm sure I've got a local one somewhere in Jesmond, a white leaf Regild. But I've got to get in touch with the lady, make sure she can meet us to show us to the grave because her husband's got dementia. So obviously she can't just drop things like that. So I'll check my book, see what I can do, what I cannot do. I let little bugger lugs out. I need to change the bedroom catch, whatever you want to call it. It's got like a, well, I can show you it, a mortise lock effect thing in the door. Yeah? But if you have a look, it's only got the one thing. Well, that's knackered. But if you look, there's two holes. 1, 2. So I've tried all over. Can it suddenly get one? So the nearest I got is this one. But this one comes with a key, because obviously you've got the lock there. So I'm just not going to bother using the key. Yeah, I'll just fit it in. So it's just got the handle. So I've got to fit it in that way. So it means I've got to alter slightly the handle, but I've got a plate that'll cover the old door handle hole. So I've got that today as well. And apart from that, I've got to go down the allotment. So I will say have a good evening, everyone. Enjoy yourselves. Be safe. Catch us all later. Ta-da.